Hello everyone. Sorry about that little bit of delay. Facebook decided it's doing an update, so I had to go a different route. So I am live on two different pages, two different devices, and when I was going to get my page started, it said Facebook's doing an update, try again later. So I had to go live through the back office. So sorry for that delay. So it's a lot of work getting ready. So welcome. If you would say hello. I am on my laptop. I have T's Creations and Designs up here. I'm going to refresh so I can get the comments up. My moderator, Debbie Dial Burton, she will be also trying to handle both pages as well. I am going to focus more on T's Creations and Designs. Hello everyone. And let me mute her. We don't want to hear that woman twice. Hello Miss Bonnie. Welcome. I am Terry Lynn, Crafting with Terry Lynn. I am filling in for Miss Terry, or you may know her as Teresa. Hello Miss Terry. I am filling in for her today so that she can relax and recover and do all the things. She's a nurse, so she knows what she needs to do for her body to recover from surgery. And us crafty sisters, that's one of the things I love about our community is we come together to help one another when you need it. And that way her page stays active with all the algorithms where it needs to be, because she's doing an amazing job on her page. And so I thank you all for being there for her and supporting her during this time. I hope that I will bring a project that y'all will appreciate. I think it's going to be awesome. I have some old parchment paper, I guess you could call it. I have traveled and we've picked up a bunch of history stuff. I don't remember where I got this. I do know it's from another state somewhere where we've traveled, and I have the Declaration of Independence here. So we're going to be using that. We're going to be using some tree limbs that are from Amazon, and my moderator got these and she brought them over a while ago, but it's 200 pieces of these branches. I thought I had one laying out here, but anyway, they're birch branches, and I believe they're 20 something on Amazon. But if anybody wants me to get you the link, you can just put branches in the comments and I will go back and I will give you that link, because I forgot I'm on her page, so it wouldn't take you to my link. But anyway, I've already put some of these together, so I've done 5 pieces together, and we're going to make these branches our frame around here. Hello Miss Lisa, or is it Liza? Is it Liza with 2 S's? Welcome. One of my best friends' last name is Hawkins in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So welcome, and thank you all for being here. Hello Miss Joy. And I know we have some of the same mutual. Hey Debbie Griffin, haven't seen you lately. Thank you for being here. And Miss Valerie, y'all thank you for being here. I know it's a long weekend, time with family and friends and such. So thank y'all for taking this time to be here. And if you would, scatter the love for Miss Terry and let's get her out there. So do right here, and this right here emoji carries the most weight here on this platform, so I appreciate you doing this if you like what you see. And most of you might be able to rate this video as well by clicking anywhere on the screen. Hit the 3 dots either in your lower right hand corner or your upper right hand corner. Facebook's changed things around, and toward the bottom it'll say rate this video. You can do up to a 5-star review. None of that comes to us, but it does go to Mr. FB, and it does carry a lot of weight, so as far as getting us crafters out there. So I put 5 stems together, and I'm just using a little bit of a twine. This is from taking burlap and taken pieces of string out to make flowers, if y'all have ever seen that. And so I saved these pieces. And so what I've done is tied one place here at the bottom and one right here just to kind of hold it where I want it. And so we'll do this one together. And I just go around it a few times. And so we bought these limbs a while back for some other projects, and so she brought me some over because I've already used most of what she gave me. I didn't have enough to do this project. So thank you for all the hellos. Oh, thank you, Joy, for the 5-star review, and welcome everyone that's watching on my page as well. I appreciate that, because I did not go live Friday or Saturday. Or did I? Yeah, I did. I did Friday devotion. I do a Bible devotion in the mornings during the week. But anyway, so I needed this live as well on my page. I know a lot of crafters are saying how things are low, numbers are low. And I know a lot of people are on vacation, traveling, kids are out of school, maybe they're moving before school starts. You know, all that stuff happens usually in the summer. So, all right, so there we go. We got that. Now I'm going to trim this. Oh, you know what? I should have waited to tie that. I should have waited. I'm going to have to cut that. I'm going to have to cut it because I forgot. I got to trim. So I'm leaving a little bit overhanging. This wood that I'm using is from Dollar Tree in the plus section, $3. You can use either side of it, okay? Use either side. And I'm not going to have to paint this to put this Declaration of Independence on there. So, because I don't need to. So I'm going to let it overhang a little bit right there. I'm going to use my wire cutters and just nip off a little bit on the ends. And I'll go gather all these to save for another craft, but they are flying all over the place when I cut them. See, shot over there. Bam. That one went way over there. Okay. So I'll pick those up and we'll use those later. Now, where's that piece of twine I just tossed over my shoulder? I need it. Oh, well, I don't see it. I'll grab another piece. So, when you're a crafter, you just kind of save everything. You never know. You never know. Hello, Miss Debbie. You're on both sides working it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you bringing this stuff over and doing comments. So Miss Debbie Dahlburton will be commenting to you guys. She is my moderator, one of my best friends, and lives right down the road from me. I actually met her at a meet and greet last year, and she went on the Texas 23 Vintage Soul Sister retreat with me, and actually that's where I got to meet Miss Terry and her husband Randy, and we shared a lake house together. And so, and I can tell y'all, Miss Terry and Randy are awesome people. Awesome people. Not only is she a wonderful crafter, she's a wonderful person. So, okay. Now we got it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, we got our little frame with these are called birch branches for crafts. You can buy them in a smaller package than the 200, but for the price, you're better off buying the 200. So, okay. Again, this is from Dollar Tree for $3 in the plus section. Okay, and I am going to use my Antique Waverly wax, and we're going to do the edges. We're going to do the edges, even though I'm going to go around it with some rope and some twigs So we're going to use more twigs than what I've already done, because we're going to put some around the outside, but that rope's going to give me something to rest the twigs on. So I'm going to use a little piece of sponge. I like to use Dollar Tree sponge. Now I've cut quite a bit away from this. Instead of dirtying up a brush, I like to use these and toss them. And so I've already used this one prior for this Antique Waverly. I also like to put these in Waverly Antique Wax in these little squeeze bottles. You get 2 from Dollar Tree for $1.25. I also like to put my chalk paint in. These are also from Dollar Tree, 2 in a package. And I use a little piece of canvas and my paint pen, and I put the color here, and then I take shipping tape and go around the outside to protect my label. So I like to give a few tips as I go along. I need to refill my bottle here. I'm getting low. Plus, this makes it easy when I travel. I can put me a little bit in a smaller container in my bag. Plus, it just makes it nice. And I just take my little brush and dab the end and keep my bottle clean. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do our edges. Didn't see that you finished your earrings. Oh yes, I did. These earrings are from Temu, and they only had one side with the flag on it. So I used my napkins and I did the other side, because it was just raw wood on this side. And I wear my hair up all the time, so people are gonna see all sides. And so it just felt like it wasn't finished. So I finished it. So, and my shirt came from Temu. My shirt came from Temu for $8.99, I believe it was. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I don't like to pay much for clothes because I will get something on it. More than likely, it doesn't last for very long. I'm the person that needs to wear a bib. Not just an apron when crafting, but which I don't do, and I've got a couple of them. But like the other day, Friday, I was helping my son paint my washroom, and I'm out there in my good clothes painting, doing the cutting in and all the things. So I like my clothes to be almost disposable as well. Plus, I think the sponge makes it faster. It makes it faster. Hello, Miss Juanita. Yes, I thought so too, because when I saw them, I was like, well, goodness, these don't look like they're finished. So you can either paint them a solid color or just get you a napkin and do the other side. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to also do this little cross. So this here is a cross from Dollar Tree, and they come 6 in a package. They're different styles, like 3 different styles, I believe, of the crosses. And this one is also from Dollar Tree that I'm going to put on the top here. We're going to crackle this in this part, and then this one is going to go on top of that. Okay, so I think on this one I'm going to do the crimson chalk paint as the base. Then we'll use regular school glue to go over that, and then I'll use plaster on the top because I think that'll look good on top of the Declaration of Independence. Okay, now I've already filled this hole. It did have a hanger on this cross, and I filled it with some spackle so that that doesn't stand out. So let's see if I got enough here on this sponge to do this cross. I think I do. And we may even take some Rub and Buff to go around this cross. Both of them, we'll see. I just kind of got a somewhat idea of the direction we're going, but we'll know more as we move along. Okay, now I think I'm gonna do the crackle on this, and while this is drying, we'll Mod Podge our Declaration of Independence. Okay, so I'm gonna set that to the side. And I saved my napkin plies to use under my projects. And I'm going to use a sponge again, and my fan is kind of on high, so I'm that girl that gets hot flashes. All right, let me get me another sponge. Actually, I'm going to cut me a little bit bigger one. Cut me a little bit bigger one. Okay. Now, I do not like to put my chalk paint in my plastic trays. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use a napkin. I usually, oh, here it is. I like to use these little paper cups because it does not wash out. It does not wash out on the trays. Those little Chalk Couture plastic trays or Magnolia plastic trays. So I'm gonna cut that out. Hello, Charlene. Wait, I'm sorry, Christine. Christine, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. What is this? Have I not? I know I've used this before. It looks like it's never been cut. Let me get my pokey thing. My pokey thing. Weeding tool. My weeding tool. I don't use my red very much. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. Looks like I haven't cut it. There we go. I know I put more than what I needed. That's okay. Did your dad enjoy his cake? Yes, he had a piece a while ago. He sure did. That was funny. That was funny. I left the parchment paper on the second layer of ice cream. That was so funny. That's what you call a blooper. But I was able last night, because there was just like a quarter of the top layer, and I was able to lift it up, and my husband peeled it off. So we ate the top 2 layers first, and then we'll do the bottom 2 layers next. It is very good. Next time, I will only do 1 layer of ice cream to go between the 2 cake layers. You know what I think? Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the sides too. I was going to do those in Antique Waverly, and you could do, if you don't have, you know, the Declaration of Independence, you could do whatever you want. I'm just kind of giving y'all the idea what you can do with some Dollar Tree items. You could do a napkin or wrapping paper, whatever, on this this base, the board frame platform, and you can do whatever you want. I hope everybody's been having a wonderful weekend so far. I got my laundry room painted, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. And so because I had to take everything kind of out of that room, and it's kind of been like a storage place too. You know, it's where we keep some of our appliances, like the George Foreman rotisserie. I think it's a George Foreman. My husband likes to put on a chicken sometimes to rotisserie it, and so it stays out there because the kitchen can only hold so many appliances. So anyway, it was a good time to go through some stuff, and my neighbor was doing a garage sale, and I'm walking over there. You want this? You want this? You want these shirts? My husband cleaned out his closet, and there's $150 shirts in there, you know. So we just give things away. We just pass it on. Okay, I did put way too much paint in there. Let me put a dry on there. I don't know why I'm rushing. Like I'm on crack around the clock, but I'm not. I don't think I have to worry about my time, but I value y'all's time, so I will try not to let this linger on for more than an hour, hour and a half. Thank you, Joy. Yeah, I wish I had all of my little, these things, these pull-out things. I wish they were all the right color to go in there, but I can change those later. It would be nice, like if they were all this color or something in the gray, but I'll change those later. It was melting so fast. Yes, it was. I had to hurry to get it in the freezer. It was funny though. I like to look back at my videos and I will crack up. My husband's over there and I don't notice he's videoing me cracking up. So, all right, let me get my school glue. I forgot to grab it down here. Okay, so we're just gonna use school glue. And I don't know if I could do this with a sponge. Probably could. Well, I guess it's clogged up. We'll just take the top off. Let's see if that's enough. I always overdo it on everything. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I put too much. It's okay. Everything's okay. Give me another napkin. I'll take some of that off. Some of that over here. Also, your crackle is going to be in the direction that you brush the glue on. And just in case you don't know, it'll be that direction. So I think I'm going to make it go both directions. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use, oh wait, no, I want plaster. I almost went with red again, y'all. This is the live show, Ray. You're not on a replay, hon. You're on the real deal. You're on the real deal here. Oh, here I am putting the chalk paint on my tray. Oh well. And I got a clump. I got a clump right there. I got a clog. Let me see if I can get that out. I want to make sure I got plenty on there. Okay. I'm going to dry this just a little bit. It's okay to do that because I see it puddled. It's puddled up right there and I don't want it to take forever to dry and crackle. So I'm going to just kind of dry it a little bit. And I'm going to wipe my glue that's gone around my edges. I'm probably going to stick to my paper. All right. Okay. A little better. Hello, Miss Betty. Thank you for hopping on and being with us today. Oh, it is my pleasure to help Miss Terry. My pleasure. And you don't want to brush this too much because you may move your glue underneath it, okay? All right, let's see how that does. I'm going to take a sip of my root beer. Watching from Alabama. Yay. Happy 4th to you all. That looks thick on there, y'all. Hoping it's going to crackle. Okay, it's crackling. It's crackling. Y'all be sure to scatter the love out there, please, so we can have the best here for Miss Terry. Can y'all see it? See it crackling? I did get it kind of thick down there, but it's working. Have any of y'all crackled the crosses from Dollar Tree yet? Thank you, Dolores. My shirt is from Temu for like $8.99. $8 and some change. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the plaster around the edges here. Just kind of like dry brush them, since I have some that ran around it, around the edges. I'm going to let some of that red peek through, but I also think I'm going to antique the edges of this with some Tim Holtz. Be careful, don't touch the top. You might get it to peel off. So you see how, whoop, almost did it, y'all, almost. So you see how I'm letting that red kind of show on the edges? Okay. Can y'all see it? Okay, now, I think I'm done with this brush. So wipe off any excess of your brush before sticking it in your water. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry while I Mod Podge on this, and then I will do my distressing on it. So we'll set this off over here. Okay. Now, my board is bigger than, is smaller than the whole piece. So we're not gonna get all the signatures at the bottom, but it's okay because we're gonna have tree limbs around it. Anyway. Okay, close that up. And let me just clean my hands real quick before doing this because I don't want to get paint all over it. Thank you, Terry. They got little holes in them. I found them in the pantry. Pre-saturated whites, 9x11. They're good. They smell like alcohol. Okay, maybe they're medical type. I don't know. But this piece is the perfect width of our Dollar Tree wood thing. Okay, this is from Dollar Tree. Anybody just hopping on, you can use either side, but because of my paper size, I'm using the back side or the front side, whichever one it is, whichever side you want to call it. That's what we're going to use. Okay, so that's perfect, and I'm gonna fold it right here. Whoops, it moved on me. I think what I'm going to do is put it down first, and then we'll sand this part off. That way we don't make no mistakes. I like to put my Mod Podge in a squeeze bottle too. And we're going to use a sponge for this as well. Get that up over there. Hello, Miss Patty and Doug. Making sure I have no debris on there. And we are going to iron this, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe because it's parchment paper, I shouldn't have to worry about wrinkles, I don't think. Although, my fan, let me turn it down. It's going to dry it before I get this paper on. Y'all, when my husband and I left from lunch, one of our favorite places to go, we got in the truck and going down the highway, and the temperature on the truck said it was 100 degrees outside. Then we got some rain a while ago, which was nice. It was actually thundering as well. I want to make sure that these edges have plenty of Mod Podge. this here project would look nice in somebody's office. And it looks like it's drying on me. Huh. Well, not everything is straight, right? Let's see. I don't think Dollar Tree makes everything exactly square. And I may have to iron. If Derek's not wanting to stay. I think I'm gonna have to use the iron, y'all. Okay, let me try the iron. Let me find my, what do you call it? A Teflon sheet. A Teflon sheet. And let's do the iron. Hello, Miss Deborah. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you. Who was that? Oh, Patty, you gave me a follow? Awesome. Or did you give T's Creation a follow? That'd be awesome if you follow both of us. That would be awesome. I am Terry Lynn, Crafting with Terry Lynn, and I am filling in for Terry with T's Creations and Designs while she recovers from surgery. And so she is an awesome crafter. She has... She just does some amazing work, and I got to meet her. When we went on our Texas 23 Soul Sister retreat. This right here is not down, so I got to put some more Mod Podge right here. Thank you for the floating hearts. That means a lot, and Mr. FB will push this out there further when he sees those. Okay, what's now wrong? Okay, why isn't this coming out? Why is this not coming out? It just came out a while ago. There we go. It had a booger. It had a booger. I had to clean its nose. Well, it still ain't coming out. Okay, hold on. Does this come off like... Why is this happening? Not supposed to happen. Do it this way. That's never happened to me before, I don't think. Woo! Oh, Lord. Oops. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Let me wipe it back in. Oh, goodness. It ought to stick down now, huh? Got plenty. Got plenty on there now. Went down the sides. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna peel that back too. I'm peeling it back further because I saw a bubble right there. And I'm okay if it has wrinkles because it's old. It's from 1776, right? from 1776. All right, let me get my file. See if I can get my coarser one. I take my emery boards and I cover them with my own sandpaper. It's time for me to put some new on here. This one I have a finer grit. This one has a rougher grit. Okay. Well, what the heck? Of course, we're going to have limbs up there, so it's okay. Let me iron this one a little bit. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this Antique Waverly and cover this piece of the board right there. Even though there's going to be those limbs, but I'm just going to go ahead and go around this. In fact, I need to put some more on here. Yes, ma'am, Val. My pleasure to help Miss Terry. Okay, I need to fill my bottle with some more. I think what I'm going to do is leave this upside down, stick it in that bottle, in that cup. See how I'm doing this edge? You may not see this part once the limbs are on it, but it's okay. Just kind of making it older looking. Okay, I think that makes it look a lot better. Okay. We'll see. Makes it look better. Hello, Miss Karen. All right. Now what I want to do is put the rope around it before we start putting our twigs. So what I like to do is, before I cut this off, you know, it's got tape on the ends, is I like to unwrap it and put me a dab of glue down in between, and I need a stick. Made another one. Okay. Put a dab down in between it and then twist it back. Okay. Then when you go to cut it, it'll keep it together and not ravel. Okay. And I'm going to start this at the bottom. Okay, and then see how it keeps it, and I cut it in an angle. I cut it the way in that angle, I don't know how to describe it, you know. Then when I come back around with the other end, I will cut in an angle as well, and try to make them match together where you can't hardly tell where you were before. So, see, I'm going to leave that angle like that and try to make, I'm going to move it over and try to make this piece come and make it go with that angle to where it doesn't, kind of like you do molding on the house around your floor, how you do the miter saw to make it, ooh, I better put that back on. That's how I like to try to do it. Okay. I'm going to put this in my lap, y'all, because it just makes it easier to do. Uh-oh, I forgot to silence my phone. Dang it. Always forget something. And I'm putting this rope to the back because I'm going to put tree limbs in the front of it, or those branches. Darn, I can't believe I forgot to silence the phone. We'll burn the fuzzies off of this rope as soon as I get this on. That one's got a long one. That'll start a fire. I'll go ahead and cut that now. Okay. And I need to do this. And trim a little bit of my paper right there. Bless you, Dad. My husband's man cave is right here on the other side of my wall. Heard my dad sneeze. Okay. Did y'all hear him sneeze? You got to take your hand and push this down to make sure that it gets all the way down there. You don't want to see no daylight go through your rope, okay? And this rope's from Dollar Tree. It's the decorative rope. I wondered what all those sounds were. Yes. I guess I could have put my microphone on. It kind of drowns out the background sound. But most of my followers say they don't really hear much. And my fan might be making noise up there. It makes a little bit of a noise. But yeah, the TV is right there on that wall out there. All right. We're getting there, y'all. The next part, I just stuck my finger in that glue. The rest of it, I think, will go pretty fast. All right, so here we are. Okay, here we are where this is going to end. So, glue all over me. Okay, so where I see that I'm going to cut it, let's see. I got to turn it this way because that angle's right there. So I'm going to open my rope, and I'll do it like that and hold it in my fingers, and I'm going to put some there, there, and there. And then close it back up and twist it and hold it, okay? Then when I cut it in any three of those spots that I put the glue, it's not going to fray. It'll stay in place for you to glue it to the next one and close it up, okay? Is there no more comments or what? I haven't seen one since Diane wondered what those sounds were. Okay, hopefully we're all still good. Sometimes I can see comments and then all of a sudden they stop and I don't see them. Okay, I'm gonna cut this right there. So I cut it in an angle again, and it needs to be just a little bit more, and it will fit and butt up to the other one. Okay, right there. Okay, let me glue that and I'll show y'all how it came together. I cut it just a hair short, but you will see. Let me show y'all. Can y'all see where it came together? It's just it doesn't look bad looking at it from the top. It looks fine. Of course, I'm gonna have tree limbs, but just show it. I wanted to show y'all that for when y'all do it. So here's how it looks right now. We're gonna take our lighter and go ahead and get rid of some of these fuzzies. Thank you. Is it Liza? I had a friend, hers was with the Z. And you know, you can buy parchment paper and you could probably find the Declaration of Independence and print it on your parchment paper and kind of do something very similar. Okay, I think I've done this part. All right, there we go. That is done. Now, I think I want to put my cross on here, but I want to antique it first. Every now and then, I think you should take your tops off and put them in water and wash them. So these have been all in here for a pretty good long time. All right, so I'm going to get my, I think I'm going to do the vintage photo. I think it matches the best. And where's my brush that I use? I think it fell back behind. There it is. Okay. And these are best if you store them upside down. Make sure the ink pad is upside down. It helps keep this part wet, okay? You could use Antique Waverly probably for this too. Let me see how it looks. Yeah, I think I like Antique Waverly too. Let's just do that. I can use what's already on the sponge. See how that looks compared to the other side? Let me see if I can get some more out of here. There we go. I love all the little details. Simple little details that can make a difference. But you could use the Tim Holtz as well. You can kind of run it through a little bit instead of just the edges. Just kind of run it through here and there. Okay. All right, then I want to put this one on top of there, and we could even put, you could put a pearl in the center. See these holes in this cross? In fact, I think I'm gonna put some Rub 'n Buff. Let's see which Rub 'n Buff I want on there. Put a little Rub 'n Buff on the edges of the small cross. Thank you, Diane. And I'm just kind of doing the ends of the cross. Oh, you know what? I got an idea for the center of this cross. And this little cross, well, both these crosses are from Dollar Tree. The small one is, they come like in a package of 6 with 3 different cross designs. And let's see. Oh Lord. I'm always going to drop something. In every live I drop something. Okay, I think they're in here. These little tacks, they come from I think they're Dollar Tree. These little push pins. Might be Hobby Lobby. I don't remember. Let's see if this is too big. They're like tacks. It makes it look kind of like an armor in the center. Do y'all like that? Of course, it's not centered right now, but I can cut that little thing off. Or you can put this little, like a solar flower in the center. It's kind of a funky looking solar flower. I'm thinking this. So what I do is I cut the tack off of it. So I just put my wire cutters flush up against it. Okay, hold on. There we go. I need my spinach, I guess. I need some spinach. Let's see. So the way I'm going to attach this is turn it upside down and center the little tack, and I'm going to fill it up with glue. Okay. Then I'm going to take a popsicle stick somewhere here, and I'm going to rub it flat, okay? And while it's wet, or while it's hot, I guess. Oh, Lord, come on. Okay, I'm going to put a little here, a little there. So when you glue it to the bigger cross, it'll hold it all in place. Okay. And I don't know, can y'all see the red base through the crackle? I can see it from my side. And you got some from some from around the edges. Okay. I came on late. What medium did you use for the crackle? Just Dollar Tree white glue. Dollar Tree white glue, and I used crimson chalk paint for the base, and I used plaster Waverly, both of those are Waverly for the top. This is in plaster, and got the crackle. Okay, so now I'm going to put this kind of in the center, and I got the top of my cross pointing at declaration. I think this right here will be good. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so here's where we are so far. Okay. Let me show y'all the rest. Put my lid on my distressed ink and put that on my turntable. Get rid of my crimson, put that back, put this back. I have a place for everything. That's the best way to keep your craft room, even though mine is a mess. But my stuff I use all the time is I use the applesauce plastic containers. I don't throw those away, and I keep all my rubbing buffs in there. Okay, now I told y'all I've already put my 5 birch limbs together. Let me show y'all. This is a box of 200 from Amazon. If y'all are interested in this, just put branches in the comments. There's over 200 pieces of birch limbs. Okay, these are always good to have, and I love the fact of making a frame to go around here. To make a frame to go around and have it hanging off the edges. And let's see. So the way I did it, and I just used some burlap pieces where I made a flower and I pulled the burlap strings out. That's what I tied them together. I took 5 limbs and tied it here and here to make it, and I did have to cut a little bit of the base off, like this much off the limbs, to get it where I wanted. But these can be saved to use for something else. Thank you, Terry. I wanted it special for you, girl. Okay. All right, does that look about right? Oh, I love it. I had thought about doing it on a round because these are flexible enough that you can make them go in a circular limbs. But when I saw the paper that it was the perfect width of this board, I said, nope, we're going with the board. So, okay, now let me attach this, and then we'll add some limbs down the side. Okay, so put a piece right there. Now it may take just a little time. So where I'm putting the glue is where I've got it tied together. That's where it's tied together with my little burlap. And I can still see the wording here. What does that say? I can't read it. I can see that word says declarations. The Congress, July 4th, 1776. Okay. I'll see if my husband wants to hang this in his office. If not, because he's got a lot of stuff in his office. If not, I will have it up for sale. So, but I think this would be great for a man's office. How do I want this? Right there. Okay. I'm going to hold that for a minute before I do the other end. Hello, Margaret. Thank you. Totally love this piece. Oh, thank you, Miss Joy. Karen, your last name is almost like my daughter's, but the E is an I. Her last name is Lister. And how perfect, because she also is a realtor. So, A. Lister. Her first name's Amanda. So, A. Lister. I love this. I love it. You know what? These twigs, you could even do, you could possibly even make almost like a crown of thorns to represent the crown of thorns on the crucifixion. So, okay, there's that one. Okay, I don't know if I should cut that one off. I think I need to cut that little limb. Do y'all say cut that off? I was leaving it because I didn't know if I would want it. I probably should have put it on this side. Give me some hearts if you want me to cut that off. I think it does need. I think it needs to be cut off. Okay. Cut that off and save it. We'll do another one with that. Okay. I'm also trying to pay attention to where my knot was, where I tied these, to make that be the bottom. I should have moved that over. Doggone it. I should have put this one closer to the edge. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. If you see that you got too much glue, it's always better to take your popsicle stick and rub it out of the way while it's still hot, okay? Do it while it's still hot. Because once it's on this paper, you don't want to peel it off. You could tear your paper, your picture. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Miss Karen. Thank you for joining me. All right, our last one here. And you see how this turned out? Where you've got the bigger ends and it alternates and it ends perfectly. It ends perfectly. Okay. All right, here we go. Hold this down. Thank you, Betty Jean. Thank you, Karen. I'm loving it. I'm going to do some more projects like this. I'm going to have to order me a box of twigs and give Miss Debbie back a bundle. Or pay her for these or whatever. In fact, she goes shopping for me, y'all. She goes to Hobby Lobby and she shows me what's what, and I'm like, okay, get me a few of those and this and that. I don't like to shop. I don't like to shop. So see, when I go to Dollar Tree, I will replace this item that I used, and if they have another cross, I just replace my inventory. That's how I like to do it. Okay, look at that. So far, so good. Okay, now let's see how it will look if I add some more twigs around the outside right here. Yep. Okay. Cut that off. So now above my rope, I'm going to add a couple here. Let's see. And I'm doing it the same direction. So if the fat end of the twig is here, that's where the fat end is going to be here on the outer edge. So it looks like two branches, I should say, is going right here. Okay, I don't want to use this one because it's got too many things on it. Okay. That one's straighter. Okay. Well, that one's wonky. Let me cut this off. Thank you, Terry Jackson. Girl, I haven't seen you lately, Terry. Hope you're doing well, friend. Hope all is well. Ooh, that was hot. Just stuck my finger in the hot glue. Okay, I'm going to hold this up and let y'all see this side, so bear with me just a minute. It kind of makes the frame look a little bigger when you put a couple on the side. Get those glue strings. Okay, now here's that side. So can y'all see it? Okay, now look at the front, and let's see. I don't know which way I need to go, y'all. So here's the side that's done. Okay, now let me show y'all. Here's the side with no twigs on the side, with just the rope. And here's the side with the twigs. So if it's hanging on the wall, it just looks more complete with the twigs down the side. So I hope y'all can see it. All right, now let me see if I got some over here that are, I think, straighter. That Miss Debbie gave me. Okay. So do y'all see anything else that you would do? I don't think it needs a bow, you know, especially if it's going to be in a man's office. What I'm going to do is do this side, and then we'll stop it, and I'll do the others without y'all having to be here. But you get the idea of what it looks like, and I will take a picture and post it as well. So let me just put these two, and I thank you all. Let's see, I've been on an hour and 20 minutes. So so remember, go the same direction. And so I think I have probably taken enough of y'all's time, but I appreciate y'all being here to help support Miss Terry's page while she recovers. That means a lot. And it means the world to her that y'all are here. So I appreciate it very much. And if you're not following my page, I would love to have you if you like my style. And let me just show y'all what I did last on a live. I think my last craft. It is here turning on this table. And I also used the crosses that were in that package of 6 from Dollar Tree, and these are also Dollar Tree. They were gold plastic frames, and just rust them up with all paint, and Antique Waverly, and also a wooden sign from Dollar Tree is the base, some wooden beads for the legs. And I would do this differently next time, but I think it's gorgeous the way it is, and it's got the LED light from Dollar Tree in here because I did have a real burning candle. I used it up already. Because it's open, you're able to use a regular. And we made our candle ring on the inside. Let's see, which side did I have as the front? I don't remember. But you can do a real candle in this. So this was my last craft. So if y'all would like to see how I did that, you can go to my page and watch that. Okay, but anyway, so you're sore but doing good. Thank you for letting us know, Miss Terry. Yes, you'll be sore for a little bit, I'm sure. You know, they took my appendix out when they were in doing something else. And they just took them out when I was 16. I had cysts and all that were normally found in women over 40 when I was 16 years old. And they assume I was born with them. But because they were in there, they went ahead and took my appendix. So I don't have to worry about them, because my brother had to have emergency. It had almost burst like Miss Terry's. Hers was so swollen that it was, it could have burst at any moment. So, but anyway. So I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. And the gallbladder's already been taken out. That was awful. And that's what we thought Miss Terry had going on with the gallbladder. But I didn't have really much pain with gallbladder for me. It was, I couldn't keep nothing down. My sister had back pain with her gallbladder, but it's different for everybody. That gallbladder is different for everybody. So again, thank you all for being here. I hope y'all have a wonderful, safe 4th of July, and I hope you're off tomorrow and Tuesday. I know some of our families off tomorrow and Tuesday as well. And so hopefully I will get some more done on my list of things to do. But anyway, so there we go. And I will finish top and bottom off camera. So genetic, not genetic. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. It looks like I could have moved this maybe over a little more. But I guess it's okay. So did y'all see anything else you would do to this? Is there anything else you would maybe add or do? I think it's awesome. All right, guys, I will let you go. I have been on an hour and a half, I believe. So thank you again. Thank you, Miss Terry, for allowing me to come on and help you and go in your place. It is always my pleasure. And y'all have a wonderful weekend. And on my page, thank you all for being there. I will go back and look at it. I will go sit on my rump here in a moment and look at all the comments. First, I'll try and take a picture. I'll take a picture of this first, and I will post it on Miss Terry's page and my page. And thank you for being here. Love you guys. If you want to, do a little crafting. Bye-bye for now.